Hi everyone, in this video we're going to work through 5 exam style questions on angles in parallel lines. If we begin with our first question, we're told that ABCD is a parallelogram and we need to work out angle X. So we need to look for alternate, corresponding and co-interior angles. We know that corresponding and alternate angles are equal and interior angles add up to 180. And you can see we have a pair of co-interior angles within these parallel lines. So the 120 and this angle here, this big angle, these two will both add up to 180. So we can work out this angle here as 180 minus the sum of the other two angles. And then we need to say why this is. So I'll say that co-interior angles have a sum of 180 degrees. And then we can work this out and we get that angle to be 22 degrees, which I'll mark on the diagram here. And then we can work out angle X using angles in a triangle. So we just need to find this angle here. And we can see that this angle lies on the same straight line as this 41 degrees. So we'll have 180 minus the 41, which will give us 139 degrees. So we need to state that angles on a straight line add up to 180. And again, I'll include this on the diagram, 139. And now we can work out angle X because we've got angles in a triangle. So X will be 180 minus the sum of the 22 and the 139. And this will give us 19 degrees. And we need to state the reason, which is angles in a triangle add to 180 degrees. Okay, that's our first question. Let's move on to question 2. So in question 2, we need to work out angle X, and this is part of an isosceles triangle. Do you want to give this question a go yourself? Remember to state the angle properties to justify your reasons. You can pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, so welcome back if you had a go. So we can see we've got alternate angles from E to F, B to C. So this angle here will be alternate with this angle here. So we can mark this on our diagram as 70 degrees. And we need to state the reason. So I've written that angle EFB, E to F to B, this angle here, and FBC, so F to B to C, are alternate and therefore equal. And because we've been given these two marks here, we know that this will be an isosceles triangle. So this angle will be equal to the 70 degrees as well. So these two will both be equal. So we can say that angle FBC and BFC are both equal as the opposite sides are equal. And now we can use angles in a triangle to work out angle X. This will be 180, take away the other two angles. So we'll get 40 degrees. So we'll give our reasoning as angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Okay, how did you get on with that? Let's try another question. In our third question, we can see that D to E and A to C are parallel, and we need to work out this angle X. Do you want to give this question a go yourself? Pause the video and come back when you're ready. How did you get on with that? Well, we can see we've got a pair of alternate angles here and here. So this angle will also be 54 degrees. So we'll state the reason as angles DEA and EAB are alternate and therefore equal. And then we can see the 70 degrees is vertically opposite this angle. So this will also be 70 degrees. So I'll state this reasoning here. And now we've got angles in a triangle, so we can work out E to B to A. This will be 180 minus the sum of the other two angles in that triangle. And this will give us 56 degrees. And then we can work out angle X, because we know it lies on the same straight line as the 56 degrees. So this will be 180 minus the 56, which gives us 124. How did you get on with that? Let's try another question. So in this question, we're told that A to E and B to D are both parallel, and we need to work out this angle X. Again, do you want to give this question a go? Pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, so with this question, I'm going to begin with angles on a straight line. We know that these two will add up to 180. So D to B to C, this angle here, will be the 180 minus the 125, which is going to give us 55 degrees. So I've said that both angles add up to 180 because they lie on the same straight line. And if this is 55 and this is 30, then we can work out this angle, C to D to B, using angles in a triangle. So this will be 180 minus the sum of the other two. And this gives us 95 degrees. And then we can work out angle X, because we know these two angles are corresponding. So X will also be 95 degrees. Okay, let's try one final question. So here we've got a slightly different question. We haven't been asked to justify our reasoning, but we've been given angles X and Y as a ratio. So do you want to give this question a go yourself? You can pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, so welcome back if you had a go. So the first thing we can recognise is that this angle and this angle must both be equal because they're vertically opposite. So this will also be 40 degrees. Then you can see a pair of alternate angles with X and this angle here. And because these are alternate, they must also be equal. So I can include an X here. And then we've got another pair of alternate angles as we pass through A, C, D, and E. Then this will also be the same as angle Y. So what this tells us then is that the three angles in each triangle, X plus Y plus 40, must add up to angles in a triangle. And then we're given the ratio that X to Y is 4 to 3. But if you just want one value of Y, then we can simplify our ratio. We'll divide both sides by 3. So 1Y will be 4/3 X. So Y will be 4/3 of X. And now we can substitute this value for Y back into the equation when it added up to make a triangle. So we've got X, which is this angle here, plus the Y, which we can write in terms of X. So plus 4x over 3 plus the third angle will be angles in a triangle. We can move this 40 over to the other side, and we can write this x as 3/3. So I'm just writing it with a common denominator. And this will be 180 take away the 40. We can add up our numerators. So 7x over 3 will equal 140. We'll divide both sides of this equation by 7. So these will cancel. Then we'll get x over 3 will equal 20. We'll multiply both sides by the 3. So these will cancel, and then x must equal 60. Okay? Well, I hope you found that useful. If you want more practice with angles in parallel lines, you can download the worksheets and the lessons from my website, mrmathematics.com. I'll leave a link in the description below.